On that though, we have one world left. The rename for the Badlands. Welcome to the Keyblade Graveyard. I'm gonna have to examine some stuff here. So someone ripped this stage into MMD, and if you actually go on the dig through the channel when I did the Ready as I'll Ever Be animation, this is what I used. This stage.
I do for friendship.
If we want to talk like an ominous world, it's this place. Like, in all honesty, this place has always just felt unsettling every time we've been here. I also mentioned in Kingdom Hearts 2, if I remember correctly, I'm looking for a specific Keyblade among... So, it is the Keyblade Graveyard. There is an area that's just filled with Keyblades. That's actually the area we saw the secret ending of Cage 2. I'm looking for a specific Keyblade there. I want to see how much forethought was put in. I found it there in Cage 3. Be honest, this area makes complete sense for having unversed, because it's the aftermath of the Great Keyblade War. The amount of people who died here has to be ridiculous. Okay. I think I hit one. I just realized I think I'm gonna go back to Ends of the Earth just because Chaos Ripper Wall is it's a good Keyblade. Like, its offense stats are amazing. It's just the fact that everything else about it sucks. I hate fighting these things because oh wow, 2 level 4. Oh wait, it's the level 4 for the ability I need. So let's see, command deck, meld commands, dark haze with Viagra, dark Viagra. Honestly, Dark Viagra is probably one of my favorite spells in this game. Actually, no, wait. Shit, no. Am I thinking... I might be thinking of, 3D again. I'll be honest. I confuse the Dark Viagras all the time. Yeah, no. I think this one's just a fireball that inflicts blind. In Kingdom Hearts... I forget which one it is, but I believe there's one where it splits. That, or I think that's only when the enemies used it.
Thunder. Want some? Gotcha. Fire. Thunder. Heal.
I can't lock on. My freaking god!
Take that.
I hate these large unversed.
Take that. You're done. Take that. You're done. Take that. You're done. Take that. You're done. Take that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this area is great for last minute command level ups, but my god, fighting through these giant unversed sucks, because I don't know what it is, their hitboxes are just awful.
Heal. Want some? You're done. Take that.
I mean, you wouldn't think it'd be this bad, well, with how large they are. Shit. Okay, finally, some normal-sized unverse.
Take that. Gotcha.
Okay, what command style is it this time?
Fire. Thunder. Want some?
Oh wow, I actually triggered Dark Impulse. Whoa, whoa. It's happening again.
Want some? Take that. Take that. Heal.
Okay, let's just run. Not dealing with any more of this shit. This is your last rest point before you have to go into the final battle. I still have not gone back to create a new file over the tutorial. I always think I've saved once this entire stream. Granted, I kind of have to do that just to make sure I don't lose actually, no, it's streamed. I don't have to worry about that. See, I see sleeping lions. I see Fenriers. Follow the wind. I see a couple pumpkin heads, I think. Let's see. There we go. I don't see any out here from this angle. Let's try going in. This will tell me if this was added in 3 or not. To explain what Keyblade I'm looking for a Keyblade called the Starlight. Let's see, there's Aqua.
I was told the master was struck down.
Just from these angles, I can't see if a Starlight's there.
I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it. The master. He tried to hurt Ben. I only fought because I wanted to protect him. But I was tricked. Xehanort set the whole thing up. Also, he could awaken the darkness inside me. You were right, Aqua. And so was the master. I did need to be watched. I went astray. But no more.
What else is darkness but hate and rage? Xehanort is feeding the dark fires within you, making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me, how does that honor our master's memory, Terra?
Xehanort wants me and Vanitas to fight. Make some kind of Keyblade. But the master said we can't let that happen.
Yeah, I don't think the Starlight was added till later.
Keyblade?
I still don't know exactly what it is. But it scares me to death. Even just the thought of it.
Relax, Ben. We're here, and we're gonna take care of you.
I may have to fight Vanitas after all. If I do, guys, I want you to...
The three of us can never be torn apart, alright? I'll always find a way.
I'm asking you, as a friend. Just put an end to me.
those lifeless keys used to be full of power. United with the hearts of their masters. On this barren soil, Keyblades of light and darkness were locked in combat. As a great Keyblade war raged, countless Keyblade wielders gave up their lives, all in search of one ultimate key. And it will soon belong to me. Keyblade!
Here we are, back at the first thing we saw for this entire game. It just comes raining Keyblades.
Are you okay?
He's frozen. Seriously, they just cannot reach the top of this hill.
Admirably done. I knew this was a journey you could make. Over the unseen wall that divides darkness and light. And I was not wrong, Terra.
My friend, Ben. You tell me, Xehanort. What did you do to him?
Froze him.
Why, I did him a favor and freed the darkness inside him. Alas, poor Ventus never had the fortitude for such strenuous trials.
Xehanort!
If we have to fight both Vanitas and Xehanort.
Want some? Go! Gotcha!
Gotcha. Too slow. Too slow. Gotcha.
Fire! Take that!
I'm be honest, fighting Vanitas is not really good for Terra. Because, well, put simply, Vanitas is fast. Oh, shit. My god, if I hear too slow one more time. You just have to beat one of them. Vanitas is honestly... Okay, Xehanort's easier to hit because he doesn't move that much, but Vanitas has less health.
Go take what Ventus owes you, and pick up his life. You see how powerless you are to save them. Savor that rage and despair. Let it empower you.
You will pay, Xehanort. Was my master? No. My father, Ericus, not enough for you? Leave my friends alone!
Yes, boy, that's it. More! Let your whole heart blacken with anger. Taste defeat!
Fuck! This is why I cannot wait to fight him in 3, because... when we fight him there, I'll have a better... I don't have to dig through a command deck. Which is... I like the command deck system, but at the same time, I feel it's a bit clunky.
Gotcha. Freeze. Fire. You're done. Thunder. Heal. Want some? Gotcha. Concede.
Ow.
Fire. Say goodbye. Thunder. Freeze. Heal.
Come on.
Feel the darkness.
Gotcha. Fire.
Taste defeat.
Ow!
Heal.
I pressed A.
Want some?
Fuck! One thing I gotta get better on, I gotta remember I have shot locks.
You're done. Take that.
Feel the darkness.
Take that. You're done.
Concede. Face defeat.
Take that. Heal.
Feel darkness.
You're done.
Face defeat.
This is why we use the Ven Destiny Link. Fuck. Its special is not exactly the best for this fight.
Have I truly won?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there. You see? The Keyblade has been forged.
Ben!
And now, Terra, it is time for the final union.
What?
At last, our moment is here. Out with the old and blue vessel, and in with a younger, stronger new one. I swore I would survive, and be there to see what awaited beyond the Keyblade War. And now it is your darkness that shall be the arc that sustains me!
This heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and also end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows,
Now it's starting to look like
consumes it.
the Xehanort we saw.
Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
Up. Meet Terra Nort.
What?
You're not leaving yet.
Your body submits. Your heart succumbs. So why does your mind resist?
Sheer force of will. So this is a battle of two tanks. And Xehanort's fast. I just see one opening. Fuck, once he gets me in that combo, that's the issue. In all honesty, Terra's is probably the one that takes me the longest just because I'm not good as Terra. I'm definitely better as Ven and Aqua. Oh my god! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck, I'm out of here. I'm out of high potions. This is gonna be it again. Terra Nord is not an easy fight. To be freaking kidding me. Yeah, no, this new command deck is definitely working. I actually even have, I'm taking a lot less damage. And my healing is actually able to match up with his damage he's dealing. the shot lock invincibility frames, though I fucked up on the extension. Okay, have this ready. Shit. Fuck off. Tank. Tank. I just took a point blank shot from Ultima Cannon and was just like, fuck it. Oh my god. Hey look, we got our cape finally. There it is. He will wait out his days for 11 years. Until Sora comes here and then he gets his ass kicked over and over again. There goes Kingdom Hearts. Hidden again. Light shining down on a suit of armor.
Aqua,
Warrior gave it all.
Ven. One day, I will set this right.
Actually, oh yeah, I forgot that the instrumental mix for Simple and Clean's in this. And this was the orchestral mix that they used for 3D. And in all honesty, is one of my favorite versions of Simple and Clean. Yep, that was the end of Terra's story. To be honest, it kind of shows that last night when I was attempting this, I was underleveled, I didn't have the right commands, and that's the thing about Birth by Sleep, Recoded, and Dream Drop I've noticed. If you do not have the right commands, you really suffer for not having them. I mean, if we were to talk about, for example, back there with during our final fight with Terra, Sonic Blade helped. Renewal Block definitely helped. Because of the fact that I was healing every time he went to attack me. So I was healing faster than he could hurt me. Especially at the end with that Ultima cannon. If I didn't have our Solum going, I have a feeling that would have killed me. And also, I hope you get used to these credits, because I'm kidding. I was gonna say we're gonna be seeing them 3 more times. I think I'm debating if I'm gonna show. No, yeah, no. I'll save each of these credits to talk about my opinions of the character and how they play and that stuff. Terra, I've been very vocal. I personally do not like Terra's gameplay style. I feel it's too slow and clunky. But that's also because Terra's built like a tank. He's built to sort of use raw power to exploit the fact that these enemies do not have strong resistance to it. It is just sheer overpowering with Terra, which is honestly a good playstyle for most of the fights in his story. The exception being Master Eriquis and Master Xehanort. Because Xehanort fights like you. So it really just becomes a battle of endurance against them. And against Eriquis, Eriquis is so heavily based around counters. And just the fact that he doesn't respond to getting hit, it really hurts. Especially when he does that stupid Keyblade move where he surrounds himself with keys of light. That really destroyed me. But now we move on from Terra to a gameplay style I actually like more. Oh, come back, dog. What are you doing, small dog? Small brat dog. Would you like to say something to the stream, brat dog, or are you going to be grumpy? Okay, now you're just going to grumble. Okay, that's all you do. Game standard mode, report completion 47%, enemies defeated 1,476. Most command used was Strike Raid. Most Destiny Link used was Ventus, and the most used command style was Critical Impact. We attempted at level 25. I leveled up 10 more times? Oh. We now have access to the Trinity archives. Yeah. So yeah, no, they are right, and we brought this up during the stream. It's weird. Dwarf Woodlands comes before Castle of Dreams in the timeline. The weird thing is, though, with Dwarf Woodlands, if I remember correctly, it was a higher combat level. And then here's the trophies we've earned. These take a bigger role in Kingdom Hearts Recoded, because they actually give you a special chip. But, I'm going to mention this now. As you probably noticed when I went to save, I didn't go through the tutorial again. Meaning I just did not have time with getting the videos together, so those of you watching post won't notice anything wrong, but those of you on stream, we're going to have to go through that again. I apologize.